Thanks for checking out more information about Eastlake Community Church. We're launching our first preview service this October, and what we're going to do with these couple videos is go through our story, the why we're doing this, what the culture of Eastlake is going to look like, and what the services and the kids programs will look like. We're going to talk about where and when we're going to do this, and then we'll wrap up with some next steps, like what you can do right now and how you can volunteer. So let's get started. In May of 2006, Emily and I moved out to Seattle. And honestly, we were just really ready for a church experience where the shame level was low, but the respect for God was very high. We were really hungering for a place where we could come as we are and invite our friends of all kinds, no matter where they were, if they believed in God or not. You know, a place where we can invite them, where they can feel comfortable just to kick the tires of Christianity. And I took a video game job out here in Seattle, and my office manager, Judy, invited me to her church. And I asked a little bit about it, and she's like, oh, it's a casual place where you can come as you are. And, you know, I've heard that before, and then when I walk into the place, I still feel like a complete outsider, and it's not really a safe place for me to invite my friends. But the first Sunday we walked in to Eastlake in Seattle, Emily and I knew we found our church home. It really was a place where people, no matter where they're from, what they've done in their past, no matter how much Bible knowledge they have, it doesn't really matter. We can all come to Eastlake and be in process no matter where we are and grow together. And I went home that day and I said, Emily, we really found where we're supposed to plug in. And from that day on, I knew, I felt that it was the end of our story. Like, we found the amazing church that we've been looking for such a long time. So over the next couple of years, my career just skyrocketed. I was doing very well in my first game design job, and I eventually got a better job with another company, and I was just getting a position that was well beyond my experience, and God was really blessing us, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. We were making incredible friends. We loved the area of Seattle, such a beautiful place, and so we really did think it was the end of our story. So one of our pastors at Eastlake Seattle put a video on YouTube one day to say that he was going to go back to his hometown of Kenosha, Wisconsin, to plant a church like Eastlake. And then from that moment forward, something started clawing at me. And it was really God was trying to prepare me and tell me to get ready for something big. And honestly, I didn't really know what that meant at the time. And so when something like that happens to you, I did what any normal person would do in that situation. I kind of pushed it to the back of my mind and suppressed it, and I didn't tell anybody about it. But 3 weeks later, Dave came back to Eastlake to give his final message before moving to Kenosha. And it was, of course, on fear of letting God use you in ways that are his ways and not your ways. And honestly, it hit me pretty hard. And I decided, I need to talk to Emily about the things that were going on in my heart. Because, I wasn't telling my wife these very important things that were happening. But what was amazing is at the same time, Emily started thinking to herself, what if Dave asked us to move to Kenosha to help him launch Great Lakes Church in Kenosha? Would I go? Nah. But if somebody asked me to go to Lawrence and plant this church, I'd totally go. So that's what Emily was thinking. So after church was over, we were talking about the message, and I said, Emily, I have to be up front with you. For the last 3 weeks, God has been really, tugging at my heart and making me wrestle with something big. And I know something big is coming next. I don't know if that means I should, try to help out more here at Eastlake here or become a pastor. I really don't know what it means. And then Emily said, maybe it's because we're supposed to move back to Lawrence to plant a church. And then I can't tell you how much it felt like the ending of Sixth Sense. It was just like the kicker at the end of the movie where you look back and you see all of the clues that have led up to this final conclusion. And that's when we knew that we were going to come back to Lawrence, to the place, the city that we love, to start a church for people who hate church, to start a church for the people who would never set foot in church or haven't been to church for a long time, and really for our friends that really don't have an interest in going to church. But so there we are. We're coming back to Lawrence, and we have 2 churches already financially on board, and several other churches reviewing our launch plan. And yeah, it's going to be a fun ride, and we can't wait.